So what messages do you have? A higher view. Okay. You are gaining new perspective about something with this energy. It feels refreshing. I automatically wanted to take a deep breath. That's always a good sign. This is you seeing seeing a different point of view, seeing a broader point of view, a broader perspective about something. This even kind of gives me the energy of gaining information about something. So if you felt in the dark about something, it feels like there's some energy of you starting to understand, starting to see the bigger picture, starting to put the puzzle pieces in place. It feels like it's, gosh, it feels like this starts from being present, which is a very odd feeling. I had to stop shuffling for a second and just feel into that. I feel like you may have struggled with being in the moment, because it can kind of feel like there's so much that has to get done, or there's so many things that need to be figured out or accomplished. There's so much of this energy of like this like grind culture and this like productivity culture, and like I feel like that gets in our heads a lot. This, we've got to do this, we got to be there, we got to show up, we've got to accomplish this, we got to achieve that, we got to check this off our list. That kind of energy, which is really just infused into our world these days. I feel like that kind of energy can stop you from being present. And I don't know what phase of this you're in. I don't know if you're starting to notice that you could benefit from slowing down a little bit sometimes, resting a little bit sometimes, giving yourself credit for what you have accomplished, what you've achieved, all the hard work you've put in. It could be that you're starting to see that. It could be that you've already gone through this process and you've already gained this higher perspective, this higher view. Because what I think is happening here, which seems a little bit like a little unexpected, I feel like there's this need for you to slow down, be present, really immerse yourself into the present moment and just breathe and just enjoy everything that has already manifested in your life. I feel like that energy is there. And I feel like by doing that, you get to this higher perspective. You get to this spot where you start to see the bigger picture and you stop getting lost in the things that were keeping you from being present in the first place. Wow. that kind of energy, these are, I think, sometimes the hardest lessons for us to learn. The lessons where we have to give in before we can ever see how to move into that next phase. It's almost like this energy of maybe once I have everything figured out, I will be able to be in the present moment. But as it turns out, you have to first be in the present moment, and then you're going to be able to figure everything out. So, it's an interesting place to be. It's a place of a lot of growth and a lot of clarity for you. It's a place where you're starting to almost take pieces of this life or this existence, whatever this is that you see for yourself in the future, and you're starting to implement it in the now. And this might be a lesson that you need to learn or something you need to be focusing on right now, because this is a collective reading. So I don't know what phase of this you're in, but I do see the general concept here, and I do see that I do see that there's some areas where you're learning lessons, where it's almost like in some ways you put the cart before the horse and you didn't quite realize it. In some ways you were ahead of yourself by thinking that you were going to skip the part where you slowed down, or skip the part where you were present. In an effort to achieve. Yeah. Feeling the world. But this is what it this is exactly what it feels like to me, you guys. It's like you're tapping into some higher knowing, and you're starting to be able to implement some of what you've wanted to have as the future version of you into your present moment. And that's really helping you to get a higher perspective. So if I continue with this example of kind of the need to slow down and the need to pull back a little bit, the need to quiet down so you can listen. And it's like in just capturing that for yourself in that moment, you're able to ensure that you see from this bird's eye view in the future. So you're getting this bigger picture view by, and in some ways, doing less or feeling like you're doing less. This feels like a really holistic way to move forward. And it feels like if you're in like a struggle moment in terms of this, if it's really hard for you to release control on something, or if it's hard for you to maybe release the reins a little bit, to slow down a little bit, to rest, to give yourself permission to rest, this is just a little reminder that this is a key for you right now. Slowing down to speed up might be a real key for you right now. You were drawn to this wheel card, and this card, to me, it reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. So this is kind of this energy of things taking a turn for you in the positive. This is like good luck, good fortune. And this card, all of this just looks like gold to me. This is like a golden thread, or this wheel that's sort of just spinning out gold. So this is abundance. This is the energy of abundance. This is the energy of things taking a positive turn. So this might be kind of a message about self-care. And just learning how to be, there's some form of acceptance about something here. And there's some form of, you know, like it just is what it is. This is where I am. That's kind of what being present feels like to me. Like, this is where I am, and that's great, and that's okay. Look how far I've come. Look how far I have to go. That's exciting. That's living life. Being present can really help you to put things in perspective. Yeah. And projecting into the future too, I'm hearing. That there is no need to project into the future. Hanged Man. Interesting that the Hanged Man shows up. We're talking about a higher view, which to me is about gaining a different perspective, and the Hanged Man is about exactly that. Seeing the world a different way, hanging upside down and looking at something a new way. So yeah, there's something that you guys are realizing. There's something that you are taking kind of a different vantage point on. And this might be through gaining more information about something. But most of all, what I'm seeing here with Feeling the World, this is about tuning in. And that's where this energy of presence is coming from. The Hanged Man is kind of a card of introspection, along with looking at things from a new perspective, from a new angle. Temperance. A balanced approach. So where is that balance needed? Because it seems like there's something here that, it feels like it's going to take a turn to the positive for you when you figure out how to balance something. And I feel like it's an energetic balance here with this idea of being present and not allowing you to gain this higher view. I feel like slowing down a little bit and being present is helping some of you tap into your creativity. And there's kind of this energy of when you're go, go, go all the time, and when you're kind of in this, I don't know if I want to say stressed out state, but when there is kind of this feeling of stress, oh, you guys, you have the wheel. I feel like you're starting to notice that you can't be as creative, or those brilliant ideas that used to just flow right through you, like it's harder to get them. It's harder to get them out. I feel you being more direct about something. Oh, your path is more direct. Your path is more direct because you're gaining this higher perspective here. You're able to see things from a bird's eye view here. And there is kind of this feeling of wisdom that keeps coming through with this. So I don't know if this is about knowledge and wisdom that you've gained over time. With this Queen of Swords energy, there might be something that you've studied, something that you've researched, and maybe you haven't implemented it, because it feels like you're starting to understand that implementation. You're starting to understand everything from a bird's eye view, seeing how all the parts and the pieces fit together. But it does feel to me like this is tied back to you being very present and finding some sense of balance. Something's turning around for you, and it is making your path clear. So you're showing up here as the Queen of Wands, somebody who knows exactly what she wants, someone who speaks her mind, someone who is very purposeful and direct. And I feel like this is the energy of a very clear, straight, direct path. But there's a message to be present here. Bottom of the deck, the Moon. Things being revealed to you when you are in this energy of presence. This could have happened for you recently, where you slowed down a little bit and something clicked for you. Or it may have even happened by accident, because sometimes we just find ourselves with like a little bit of downtime, or we're really tired and exhausted from like going hard after our goals all the time, and we find ourselves in that sort of delirious state where the dreams come a little bit easier, and you just kind of feel yourself clicking back into that creative, passionate place again, and having a moment of clarity. And this could have happened to you recently, where you kind of have this moment of understanding exactly how to get from where you are to where you're trying to go, and exactly how to listen to that intuitive knowing. Because there is something here about your intuition really pushing and guiding you here. So a message to, oh wow, that's the wisdom. Okay, I'm starting to understand what this message of wisdom that was coming through with the higher view card is. That's that message of wisdom. Your guides want you to know that your intuition is your inner wisdom. So you have maybe even a lot more knowledge than you give yourself credit for, because you have so much wisdom around whatever this is. You have so much wisdom around just yourself, who you are, who you've grown to be, that it's like you're going to be able to figure this out. You can trust your intuition to guide you and to help you find this balance, to help make this path direct and clear. there, this message just keeps coming through. I keep doing this with my hands. It's like something, your guides are saying something about shedding something or simplifying something. They're saying that, and this might be only the energy of being present. So for some of you, this is, the simplification is slowing down and being present. And for others of you, when you slow down and are present, you're going to start to understand what needs to be shed, what needs to fall away. And you're starting to see, when you shed this energy or when you shed this mindset, you're starting to see the world from a new perspective here with this Hangman energy. I feel like some of you might feel like you're a little bit stalled right now, and you're really not, because the slowing down is making you realize everything you need to realize. It's making you view the world in a whole different way. And I feel like what that is, it's projecting into the future what life would be like if you could bring in this balance, if you could have these two things, if it's so many different things for different people. But it's sort of like if you could realize this holistic aspect of yourself, what would life be like? And I feel like you're kind of projecting that into the future. You see where there's kind of this burst of light here. So it's almost like, let's turn everything on its head and look at it as if, like, what if life was like that? What if this was true for me? What would that look like? So that's actually a really beautiful energy to be in. That's the energy of manifestation. Because when we play those movies in our head, let it be that burst of light that's on the screen. Let it be what we want to have happen. Our biggest dreams in life. Let it be that, all playing out and all working in our favor. Instead of sometimes we have the habit of playing out our worst nightmare. And I feel like you are really looking at things from a more positive perspective. This higher view is letting you see what life would be like if you listened to your intuition. If you followed your heart about this thing, if you took the time to slow down and figure out what that inner voice was trying to tell you. Sorry guys, I had to get a sip of water. A little bit more. I feel like for a lot of you, there's an opportunity coming your way. And if you don't take the time to slow down and to really think about what you want, you might have more confusion about this opportunity when it shows up. So this is kind of a time to really think about what you want. What's next? We have the sun. What's next is this happiness, this fulfillment. The fact that the wheel, it seems to be a recurring theme for you, it's a good sign. That's a really good sign. It's a very positive sign. Okay. Yeah, a lot of choices. There's a lot of choices here. So this is why I wonder if some of you are feeling like you are wanting to choose between even more than two things. I'm so curious. Ace of Wands. Okay. So some kind of passion. Okay. This could be about career for some of you. Some kind of career choice. You've got all of these choices and you're not exactly sure which way to go. It could even be that there's too much on your plate right now, because we've been talking about simplifying. You have the Seven of Cups. There's a lot of choices. It might feel like you can make the wrong choice. It might feel like you are going to be tricked or deceived in some way. I am seeing that for a lot of you, this is about your work, or about a financial situation, about maybe a business that you either want to start or that you're running. I feel like there's something here, some kind of limiting belief around this. Yeah. Eight of Swords energy. I feel like there's some kind of limiting belief around this. There's something where it almost feels like you're blocking your own happiness sometimes, or you wonder if you're blocking your own happiness somehow. Yeah. Four of Pentacles. This is interesting energy here. There's a need to release a block here and to allow yourself time to do this. There's so much positive energy in this direction, though. It just feels overwhelmingly like the Wheel twice, the Sun card. Like, there's so much positive energy around this. But there's a sense of overwhelm around all of these choices, all of these options. Maybe even choices that you think if you were to choose one, it totally excludes the other. And I think that's why the energy here is to slow down, to be present, to look within. Because whatever all of these options are, I think that there's this opportunity to be present and to start eliminating these, because I feel like it just gets clearer and clearer to you the more you tap into this inner voice, the more you make this path direct and clear. And it might have something to do with research for some of you. There might be something that you need to look up, something you need to understand a little bit more so that you can start sifting through these options. Gosh, I wonder what this is about. This could be like you're trying to decide which business to start or which business to pour your energy into. Or you're trying to figure out how to balance working a traditional 9-to-5 and starting a side hustle. And for some of you, this is a lot of ideas. You know, it might not be that you're really balancing these things in real time right now, but it's like you've got a lot of different ideas and you're not really sure which path to take, because there's so many options. And I feel like you can see how a lot of these options would turn out in your favor. Like it would be a good idea. You can see how to bring these things to fruition, but then deciding which path to be on and staying there might be a little bit of a problem. It feels like it's got you locked into like an energy of, this is either analysis paralysis around whatever this is, and this is a work issue for a lot of you, or something you have worked at and devoted a lot of time to. But this is either the energy of analysis paralysis, or this is a lot of negative thoughts and beliefs around this kind of feel like they keep you stuck, or they make things complicated for you. They make things I feel like they make things the opposite of the higher view. Like, I feel like it's easy to get lost in the details and in the weeds sometimes. It's easy to get all mixed up with all of the different options and all of the different terms and all that, you know, whatever's confusing you, and feel like you're just in the weeds with this. And what you need is that higher perspective. And so the message that I'm hearing for a lot of you is you have to step away from the concern of this, or the like the constant deliberation about this. You have to allow yourself to relax and to regain clarity, to tap into your intuition, because it will make everything a lot more clear to you. And tapping into that higher self, because if this is about limiting beliefs for you, this is tapping into that version of you that knows that you're worthy of this, that knows that this is going to happen for you, that knows that you can create what you're trying to create, that knows you can do it. There's a part of you that knows that. And that's what slowing down and quieting down might look like. So this is hard to hear sometimes when you're really wanting to make progress on something. It's hard to think about doing less. But it seems like that's what needs to happen here. It seems like in some aspect you need to pull back so that you can tap into what you really want, what you really believe, what you really feel is true for you, what you actually think you can have. Tapping back into that higher self that knows what you're capable of and knows what you're worthy of, so that you can release these limiting thoughts, or these thoughts that make you confused. Let's see what advice we can get for you. Tapping back into the higher self. Tapping back into the version of you that knows what you can do, that knows why you're here, knows what you have to offer. I feel like I'm the version of you that can relax and live in the moment and have fun and smile. Like being in that place, because it really breathes life into that energy, and it just creates more and more of it in your life. It just creates more and more of this sun energy here. It's beautiful. Ooh. We have hot for you. Wow. This is kind of like that magnetic energy. And this could be showing up for you in romance, or this could be showing up for you in some sort of business opportunity. This is like you being absolutely magnetic, people being drawn to you, customers being drawn to you, a following being drawn to you, romantic partners being drawn to you. So I feel like you're magnetic in all areas of your life. So interesting, because your guides just showed me both online and in your like everyday life that you're magnetic. So I don't know if this is some sort of like, it could be an online business. Oh, this could be referring to like a dating site that you're on as well. Like you're getting hit on by people like online, people that want to like date you or that matched with you. And in your everyday life, or like in your real life. But this could also be like some sort of online business. Learn to love again. Wow. Wow, you guys. I feel like a lot of you are rediscovering a passion. And this might be tied to how you make money or how you would like to make money, but I feel like you are learning to love it again. Abundance. Yeah, this is tied to your abundance somehow. For some of you, there might even be someone who is both a romantic partner and a business partner, or someone who will play some sort of financial role in your life. Very interesting energy, very interesting. Definitely, I think a lot is being revealed to you right now. I think new perspectives are being revealed to you about probably several areas of your life. And it's like the wheel is turning in your favor. And it's going to take a little bit of slowing down, a little bit of recognition. I feel like this is recognition of self. You have to celebrate your wins. You have to celebrate everything that's going right, because it is producing more of this positive energy in your life, and it's helping you to see things more clearly. Slowing down, being present and finding those moments of presence and enjoyment is speeding things up for you somehow. And I say somehow, but it's your mindset. It's something with your mindset. It's showing you something, and it's giving you new approaches. It's making things more clear. And there's something emerging in your life that you're learning to love again. This could be a hobby. This could be a business idea getting revived. This could even be a past partner coming back. And if this is a past partner coming back for you, I have to say they're coming back more balanced. We have this temperance energy here. This is going to be a more balanced situation than it was before, and I feel like this is something this person knows you need from them, and I kind of think they're not going to step forward unless they can offer that. So something might not have been reciprocated before. I feel like it would be different now if this person were to show up now. So yeah, I think that's all the messages I have for you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed this reading, if you resonated with any of these messages, don't forget to like the video, leave me a comment down below, and hit subscribe if you feel like it. And hopefully I will see you again in another reading really soon.